Hi folks, we're here with our strength program number 7 while we're in our lockdown with COVID-19. So we've got a bit more of a circuit program today, so we've got 8 exercises that we'll go through. We just want a relatively short rest between each exercise, so sort of 20 to 30 seconds rest after each exercise and then go on to the next one. So there is a little bit of an aerobic content to our session today. So we're going to start with single leg hip raises. So down on our mat, knees comfortably up, just hands on the ground by your side, and you're going to raise your hips, extend one leg and then drop your hips down. Try and keep your knees at the same height, slow and controlled on the way down. As you come up, you'll get a little bit in your hamstrings, and make sure you get a really strong glute squeeze at the top. So once you've done them on one leg, swap over, dropping down, preferably not taking the load off so you've got tension all the way through. So you're just coming down until you can just feel the ground, but you're not actually taking the load off. So beginners, probably 6 on each side. For most of you, we should be aiming for 8 to 10 on each side. So from that, if you've got your weight, grab your weight, and we're going to go straight into some squats. So 10 to 12 squats, feet a little bit wider, feet out at, toes out at 45 degrees from your heels, down nice and low, a pause, coming up. Breathing in on the way down and out on the way up. Alright, short rest, and then we're going to go into a plank. So try and pull your belly button in, a nice straight line between the top of your head and your heels. If you find this reasonably comfortable, then one foot just off the ground, down, holding nice and straight, other foot just off the ground, down, holding nice and straight. So beginners should be holding 30 seconds comfortably now, regulars 50 seconds. Short rest. And then into our press ups. So hands shoulder width apart or just slightly wider. Nice straight line with the body. Beginners or those that aren't so strong in the upper body, from the knees, if you can do 8 from your feet, do from your feet. We're looking for somewhere between 8 and 12 reps on the press ups. Alright, if you've got bungee cords, grab your bungee cords, and we're going to do some tricep extensions. So you want a good amount of weight on these. And you're just going to lock your elbows in, 90-degree bend or so at your elbows, and then just straighten your arms. Try and keep your fingers pointing down all the way. So aiming for 10 of those with a good load. So the last couple should be a little bit of a struggle. If you've got some hand weights, grab those. If not, body weight's fine. So we're going to do step back lunges. So try and keep your body nice and upright, right? Take a big step back, down, slow and controlled. Other leg. Trying not to let the front knee go forward, just dropping down the back knee until it just touches the ground, but not taking the load off onto that knee. Trying to keep balance control. So we're aiming to do 10 to 12, so that's 5 or 6 on each leg. Alright, single leg calf raises next. So you want something to just bring your heel up off the ground, a wall or something just to balance on. Drop your heel down, coming up, pause at the top and a good squeeze. So 10 to 12 on each leg, body weight or with just a very light weight. So 10 to 12 of each of those on each side. And then we're going to finish with a side plank. So you can either go from your knees, this one's probably actually almost easier from the hips. So you can either keep your top arm pointing up or just leave it on your side, and we're going to drop our hip down and come back up. Keeping your hip forward, so don't let it go back, and keep the top shoulder back. So we're aiming for 8 to 10 on each side. Alright, so that's our set. So single leg hip raises, squats, planks, press ups, tricep extensions with the quads, step back lunges, single leg calf raises, side plank, and beginners aim to get through that set twice. Our experienced regular strength trainers 3 sets. And just a short rest between each exercise. At the end of each set you can take a bit bigger rest and recover before you roll through the set again. Hope you enjoyed that, and carry on.